Ready to roll. Cześć siema. Jak leci? Adi here and Sunday morning and another ration. I don't want to call them reviews because more often than not I'm not really smart with words about describing the flavors and textures. But yeah, another ration to explore, to find out the contents, to see what, soldiers eat in the field. Just because there's a curiosity there, isn't it? And also because, as we keep saying, these packs can often be a fun way to pack for a day trip, for hiking, for trekking, for fishing expedition too. This particular one is American, meal cold weather. Menu number 3, chili, macaroni and beef. As you can imagine, the packaging is wide because it's designed for cold climates, for snowy situations, and you can hear the noise behind me. That's the kettle, because this is a freeze-dried ration. It's very light, probably lighter than regular MRE. They don't contain water for two reasons. I mean, compared to regular pouches. One, to cut down on the weight, and obviously if you're in snow situation you can get that water easily, but also because in extreme temperatures thermostabilized pouches, the contents of them can freeze, and when they unfreeze and freeze and unfreeze, they degrade in quality and in safety too. So this is why freeze-dried stuff. The freeze-dried rations are not as widely used as cans or thermostabilized pouches. Americans got them. They happen in some, Scandinavian countries mostly because, again, cold weather. I know French issue them for hot climate, I believe. So again, extreme temperatures which could affect the quality and safety of a regular meal. Again, anyway, without babble, without chatter, let's see what's inside. I checked what was supposed to be if it came between 2018 and today. So I hope the contents won't be a surprise to me. But again, I acquired this in 2020, so I'm not sure when the seller got it. Double seal, so let's try and open it with that. And if you wonder why we're doing this, small style at my desk instead of the usual table, got a locker delivered this week. One of those put it yourself kind. So I took all the pieces out, sorted them, and then obviously the last one of the biggest one, was broken. So yeah, we're still waiting for the replacement. It's on its way, but meantime my room is just crammed with furniture pieces. Wasn't able to set up my usual way. Okay then, get it all out. For this bigger bag, it doesn't look big at all, but get some peanut M&Ms for a snack. The usual spoon. For a hot drink, we got Irish cream cappuccino instant powder. Okay, as you can imagine, this got nothing to do with actual Irish cream drinks, but got cheese spread. Bit separated, I think. Oh my! Okay, so the date code on this doesn't make much sense. Unless I'm mistaken and got this in 2021, then not 2020, because the date codes all start with 1. And I don't believe that would be as old as 2011, so 2021 I think is what we're working with here. So the main, it's produced by Mother House, and in the States you can easily get this kind of meals at the store off the shelf, produced by the same company. I believe they just make the portions bigger for the army. Chili macaroni with beef at 16 ounces of hot water. 16 ounces, that's almost half a liter. Yeah, because it multiplied by 3. That's a huge portion of food. I mean, it will be a huge portion because it's freeze dried and it's a vacuum packed, so very dense and condensed. That's some plain salted corn kernels for a snack, for our salty snack. Got salty and sweet snack. Got crackers for the cheese spread. Again, the dates all start with 1. I mean, it's entirely possible I got that last year, but you know, COVID times all get smooshed together. Really confused. Really confused now. Shouldn't this have like legit date? Yeah, okay. So best before is August 2022. So this would be indeed from 2021. Jeez, super fresh. And then we got the accessory pack with our bum ration, or toilet paper, safety matches, some sugar, dude. I mean, more often than not, then you find some Splenda in them, so sugar is nice. Moist towelettes. Please don't look if that triggers you. Tiny little bottle of Tabasco. I mean, if it wasn't so vinegary, I could accept that as a, because spice can warm you up, can help your circulation and make you feel warmer. This got too much vinegar for my taste. We got mint chewing gum, non-dairy creamer, so 2 warm drinks, no cold drink this time, and Bill's Brew coffee. Hello, my love. Yeah, so that's what we got. I might need to reboil my kettle if we want to make all the drinks. But yeah, obviously I won't be preparing a whole portion of it because this monstrosity, regular MREs got like 12 to 1300 calories. This altogether is closer to 1500, okay? Because in cold climates you need that extra energy to just keep yourself moving, to keep yourself alive and not freezing to death. So this is a huge portion, and just this calories 570. I know it's probably less than some people would devour in McDonald's meal, but it's still a huge portion, I think, especially in terms of amount of food. And obviously I don't want to eat 600 calories from this and then snack on that for just one meal today. So I'll prepare just a portion for this, just to get a taste, try everything else, okay? So our usual routine. And I won't be opening the spoon. I need to find someone who may want all my unused sealed spoons, because it's just a waste. I get my own old one, so yeah. Feeling a bit scattered today for some reason. Let's see, this goes to the side. There's the snacks. There's the snacks. drinks, coffee, I don't think I like this thing. Non-dairy creamer, it doesn't taste nice, it doesn't look nice when added to your coffee. I can't imagine it being good for you because, like, look, listen to ingredients, okay? Corn syrup solids, coconut oil, there is a little bit of milk derivative, and then stuff to keep it stable. Just not convinced, okay? Give me real creamer or just leave it all out, because this is... Nope. Chewing gum goes to the side, so I'll have just coffee with sugar, okay? As Neil Gaiman said, black as night, sweet as sin, best way to have coffee. Unless you make it like a, you know, kind of dessertish drink with lots of milk and syrup and whipped cream, maybe. Refreshing moist towelette. A very strong napkin-sized towelette saturated with cleansing lotion. Cleans and refreshes hands and face. Without soap or water. Self-dries in seconds. Leaves skin soft and smooth. And obviously in directions that tell you to tear the packet open and use it. Like, do you need instructions for how to use this? Okay. So long as you don't need crayons, you're good in my book. Okay, so coffee, cappuccino, and we need hot water for this. So this is for 6 ounces, 180 ml. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will have to reboil my kettle, but before we get to that, let's see what's inside. If you notice, there's this little turn notch up here, but it usually destroys the bag in some weird way, like it goes this way here. And obviously I want to keep it for later, so I just cut it open, but let's see if I can give you a hiss. Yeah, I hope you heard that. That's the air rushing into the bag, showing us how proper the vacuum seal was. That's quite nice too. You can see the contents. So there's obviously the macaroni, there's beans in there, there's little bits of dried beef. Although I'm pretty sure, so compared to regular drying, freeze drying leaves the stuff very light and crunchy. Like, this is beans, like it's like air, like styrofoam. Problem with these bags is that they're very often not well mixed. I mean, because you're supposed to just add water in and have it all. It almost feels like all the macaroni is on top and then all the other goodies on the bottom. But okay, this will be my portion. I think it's about a third, maybe a fourth of what's inside. If I was making the whole portion, I could just add water in, mix it, fold it, and just leave it like that. You can do this, you can put it in your pocket as you go, and then it's ready for when you take a break. But that's my portion. This is for lunch later over the week, maybe 2 lunches if I supplement it with like veggies or something. Coffee then. Beals Brew freeze-dried coffee. kinda regular instant freeze-dried coffee. The big pellets, nice. I think that's the kind I prefer. And then I add sugar. And this can be easily mixed in the bag. You can see there's the fill line here on the outside. You'd either eyeball the amount of water you need, or do the trick I showed you before, you know, fold to know how far you want to fill it. But it's a hassle to shake it, to get it out. I'm not in a situation when I need to use this method, and we know it needs 6 ounces, so about 100 milliliters. So we're going to mix it straight in the glass. Okay, Irish cream cappuccino instant powder. Yeah, smells about what it tells you on the packaging. Regular stuff you can get at the store. Okay, let's get my kettle. And yes, it holds about half a liter, so I'm going to have to refill and put it back on for the chili. Okay, so that's on. It should boil in a minute. It's coffee. Cappuccino got a nice foam actually. You see, it looks mostly dissolved even without stirring. So, yeah, there is some powder on the bottom, but not much. Okay, so we got our 2 hot drinks. Here's a tray. You can hear the kettle going. Okay, so snack-wise, peanut M&Ms. I mean, this won't be anything special. This is just the same peanut M&Ms you get at the store. A little, you know, something fun to eat, something to boost morale to, also to bring up your sugars and fats. Plain salted, toasted corn kernels. And actually the ingredient says just that. Corn, high oleic oil, and sea salt. Good. And if that's not what you were expecting, then I don't know what you were expecting, I'll be honest. Yeah, they look a bit more fried than the one I'm used to, but it's still very nice snack. Okay, water's on, so I filled that, and then we open the crackers and the cheese. Here comes the rehydration game. Obviously you don't want to add too much water and turn this into a soup. But you also don't want to add too little water, because freeze dry means this food had all the moisture sucked out. So if you underhydrated and you don't drink enough, then it will continue to rehydrate your stomach and dry out all the moisture from there, which is not nice, I heard. So if you don't to give yourself a stomach ache, use enough water, or drink a lot. You can always add a little bit and then add more if you prefer your food on the thicker side. So give that a few minutes. Crackers. Will we get a hiss again? A little bit, not too much, but a little hiss is better than nothing. Because obviously crackers are vacuum sealed as well to keep them fresh. I guess simple today, sorry. Nice plain crackers. And cheese spread, like fake plastic orange, radioactive orange cheese. Yeah, it is a thing you get used to. Like at the beginning I hated it because it was very strong. But you can it's not my favorite cheese, but it's very portable. And sometimes this taste and saltiness and general not good for your health feeling you get is just what you need. Okay, doesn't feel too bad actually. Felt a lot worse. I thought it was a lot worse, but doesn't feel too separated. Because obviously with time oils separate, they gather in one part and then get all the solids in the other. Okay, let's try to make something fun here. If I can open the pack. If I didn't care, I could just try and tear it, but my hands are not that strong, so we do what we can. Okay, yeah, it's good. Ooh, that's very nice. So cheese spread goes darker with time. So this is very, very, very pale and looks very fresh. It's very smiley cheese today. And there's more in the packet. Okay, just for one sandwich. Chewing gum, clear wrapper, so it's mint. Red wrapper is for cinnamon gum. Got Tabasco sauce and towelette for clean hands. Let's do that because why not? Overall, it seems like a very no-nonsense ration. You get your peanut, you get your M&Ms and your corn to eat on the go. If you need a quick snack before your meal, you can have crackers with cheese while waiting for your main. Or you can do, which what probably guys do. Oh wow, it's very moist. Yeah, that's really nice. And no alcohol in that one, so that's nice too, given that I got some unexplained cuts on my hands. Feels nice, feels refreshing. Yeah, if you're in actually a combat situation, you got a little bit of time to eat. You probably dump your water in, crush your crackers, squeeze cheese in. Let's make it like one big mess of things, just to get that food, that energy, that sustenance into you. So yeah, again reminder, what we're doing here is so far removed from actual situations these meals are used in. Okay, just bear that in mind. We can have giggle and make cheese faces. The guys who actually use this ration and girls who use these rations, they don't sometimes have that chance. Okay, sorry, went a bit there. Let's. Oh, it's very hot. Might be too hot actually for me to drink right now. Let's try it anyway. So this is the Irish cream cappuccino. Doesn't smell bad. Like, I know there are different flavors to instant cappuccino powders, but they all smell vaguely coffee-ish, vaguely milk drinky. And if there's a note of something else in this, I can't really tell. It's quite sweet too. Yeah, very sweet, very milky coffee drink. Will I be able to tell it's Irish cream? Not really. If you gave me a list of flavors, like vanilla, Irish cream and hazelnut, I would choose it by elimination because it's not vanilla, it's not hazelnut, it's not chocolate, it's not any other flavor. But yeah, just a nice milky warm drink. Not too sugary either, so it kind of makes you go back for more, which is nice because it helps you keep hydrated, and drinking it warm helps you get that initial warmness into you before you can get it other ways. Okay then, cheese cracker. And the cheese spread. I think that must be because I usually get them much older. Even if I buy the ration semi-fresh, this is like a this just isn't up. Okay, I know what happened. Okay, I completely, because I bought a Miracle Wet in 2020, and then there was some on a local market, so it can easily be for 2021, and 201 date. It's like June 2021, more or less. So it's very fresh, and it does comes through, you know. There is that cheesiness, that fake cheesiness in flavor, but it's very light, very fluffy. I don't want to call it delicious because delicious cheese and cheese spread doesn't exist on the same scale. But for what it is, for it being a cracker, a salted cracker with cheese spread, dude, this is awesome. Salty, fatty, very fluffy, very light. Thumbs up. Abdi gives this thumbs up. Okay. See, I woke up this morning, didn't feel like getting up. I was actually in two minds about streaming today at all. And this meal wakes me up. So yeah. Let's have a snack before we go into the main. A fun thing, because blue M&Ms in nature, blue usually signifies poison. It's not stuff we're supposed to eat. So the fact that we're able to use blue coloring and not get immediately turned off. It's evolution, I guess. Yep. A peanut inside, thick layer of chocolate, and then sugar coating. It doesn't get much better than this. Let's be honest. I don't think they're my favorite M&Ms. Like, I think I prefer peanut butter ones, which is completely beside the point of the stream. But choosing this kind of M&Ms again is a telling thing, because it might be tiny amounts, but peanuts, which are actually legumes, not nuts, contain some protein, contain extra oils, different than dark chocolate. So under the guise of snack, you smuggle in extra good stuff. Okay. Nah, going for another snack first. I'm going to spoil myself today. Can we get a focus, Mr. Camera, please? Like, don't look at that, look at me here. So yeah, just separate coffee kernels, lightly toasted in oil and salted. Quite generously salted too. Which again helps hydration, helps what's necessary in extreme climates. This is such a simple snack, but I love it. Absolutely adore it. And again, if you didn't have time, or if you just feel like it, you can mix that into your chili mac, and have a crunch in there. Cheers. Ew. I did mix it in, right, with the sugar and all. I would say it's better as a coffee because it tastes closer to actual coffee than in some drinks I have. It's a bit too dark for me though. Yeah, it's not acidic, it's not bad. It's just not my kind of coffee. And it's not like the smell could fool you because it doesn't smell like a real coffee. Flavor is getting there though, so some trade-offs happened. I will dump a lot more sugar after stream into that. Probably. It's just not doing that for me. This is nice. And I know I could have added cream to that, but it wouldn't change the mouthfeel. This is smooth. This got a little bit of thickness to it, bit more, I don't know, can call it viscosity. So it actually goes slower. It coats your mouth. It's just it's bloody delicious, I must say. if you excuse me, I need to check one thing. Yeah, okay, this is good. Okay. Oh, dude, the smell. Oh. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm getting indecent at 10 a.m. on Sunday. There must be a law against that, but the smell. Whew. It smells properly spiced. Like not hot. No. It smells like a properly spiced chili. Yeah, okay, it looks quite nice. Not too thick, not too thin. Again, you can adjust the amount of water. Just give it enough. Let it rehydrate, and then you can add in more and mix it again. So obviously we got macaroni, makaronka, as it's called in Polish. There are red beans, and there are tiny little pellets of beef. So obviously beef is very highly processed. But okay. Obviously you wouldn't put chunks of beef into chili, so it can be excused. And all of that coated in a nice thick sauce, chili. Smacznego. Okay, this could have used a bit more water, and you can easily tell that because pasta and the beef are still a bit chewy. But the flavor in that, man. It's one of those flavors that at first doesn't wow you, but it takes a little bit to to work, to bloom fully in your mouth. There are layers to it. It kind of makes you want, as it goes down in your mouth, you kind of want to get back for another spoonful, just to have another go at that nice complexity. It's not, some meals get the layers and you, okay, this is that, and you just can't figure out if they work together or not. This got all the flavors dancing together. I really just wish I put more water because texture-wise it's a bit funky. But it's totally on me for not to rehydrate it enough. There's a little bit of heat to it, like just enough to make you feel warmer. It's not hot by any scale unless you're like extremely white, okay? Then yeah, maybe. This is nice, but it's still got nice. Just that dash of heat that makes you feel warmer. If you want, chuck your Tabasco in. I'm not doing that. I mean, vinegar would add another layer of complexity to the flavor. It's just not my flavor, okay? So that's what why I'm not doing that. But there's one more thing in a minute. Besides sauce, like in the sauce you got 3 items, okay? You got your beans, which are nice and starchy. You got your pasta, which because it's not, you know, packed in a pouch and boiled to death, it's gonna have that little bite to it. And then you get the little bits of meat. That have completely different kind of chewiness than the pasta does. So it's not just light flavors, but also, you know, mixed textures. And in that regard, it's fucking awesome. Like, if you prepare that and put that in a bowl in front of me, and yeah, I would be able to tell it's not homemade, okay? There's just that little something that is not homemade. But would I complain about this? Dude, never. Never. And what you can do to make it even more fun, you can add some cheese in. Mm. So the cheesiness isn't strong. It doesn't, like, you know, hit you in the face. But it adds something. It shifts the whole flavor profile in a bit different direction. Yes, I'm eating my fingers. Deal with it. Mm. I am finishing that. As I said, you can add your corn kernels to it as well for crunch. Okay, that was amusing. Obviously the amount of crunch to that little spoonful was too much, but it still works, you know. It's amusing because all in all, chili mac, it's quite soft food. Something that's it's very easy to eat and gets quite a comforting mouthfeel. So if you're tired, if you're hungry, you don't have to work your mouth too much. But then that corn comes in and it crunches and it's it's so out of place, but it still fits in. I've had a few MCWs to the date. Rice-based ones, breakfast stuff, turkey terzini, whatever that was, which smelled and tasted funky, I guess, because of the asparagus in it. And this, correct me if I'm mistaken, okay? Because I don't remember in those cold weathers one that I enjoyed more than this one. I mean, mostly just, even talking just the main. This is just a perfect combination. 3 ingredient sauce, bam. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to. Like, personally, I don't think I'd be able to eat the whole portion in one go. But if it was like my one meal of the day, yeah, bring it on. I love it. It tastes great. Texture wise, it's awesome. Uh, it's just a meal that makes sense. And then the sides, the snacks, the you know, your bread portion tastes amazing. Kind of makes you wonder if the urban legends of army putting stuff into the food that soldiers become, you know, more enthusiastic. It's maybe a little bit true, because am I enthusiastic for this meal? Yeah. um. In all seriousness, no. Seriousness. In all seriousness, though. Okay. I can't speak. I promise. Just not today. I had this before and I thought it was way too sugary. Today, yeah, it's very sweet, not too much. Someone must have tricked my, you know, taste buds for today, but you won't hear me complaining, because this is a very, very fun tray of food. Um, and you get a lot, like, you get your protein from two sources, okay? You get meat and then you get plant-based protein. You get a nice mix of sweet and salty. You get all the, you know, necessary proportions of all your macronutrients. Okay, I'm getting a bit zoned out now, because like, I'm very happily fed. I probably finish the cracker after I go off stream, offline. That will be about it for this meal. Because my tummy is feeling very full and very happy right now. Yeah. Sorry if I can be more verbal. I think that's what I said at the beginning. These are not reviews. These are just my impressions of what's packed in those rations. Yeah, it appears to be a very short one though today, because I don't think I get much else to say. Although, let me just show you something, okay? Yeah, my ration chest is right behind me. Probably not the best place to keep it, given that my room got a little bit of temperature changes. But let's get this to the side. Tray to the side as well. Oh, got some crumbs here. So, milk cold weather, and there's another with similar. Milk cold weather is supposed to be just one meal out of 3 ration soldiers would get for the day. Similar, almost identical composition would be long patrol ration pack, I think. Dude, I got terrible sniffles today, sorry. Similar packaging, just tan, not white. And those are meant as restricted calories daily rations. So what he get for one meal, long patrol range would get for a whole day. But these are current issues, okay? Long patrol got a bit of a history. I'm still trying to, you know, get money for an older long patrol range one, and I eventually get there. But what I did manage to get not that long ago, and I'm still waiting, because at some point in history, MREs, what now comes in, thermosaverage pouches and stuff, were dehydrated as well. Meal ready to eat individual, like number 1, pork patty dehydrated. Back then they didn't put any date codes on the outside. From what I could gather from sources like MRE Info, this ration comes from probably 87, 88. Got a bit of an age to it. It's about as old as me, truth be told. And because it's dehydrated, most of the stuff, at least the main, should still be good. Obviously, the thermosaverage pouches degrade with time, especially with temperature changes. Dehydrated stuff, as long as it's kept dry, which it is, in multiple layers of wrapping, keeps stable for ages. So I'm really looking forward to trying this one at some point. It's just I'm so excited about this. I don't want to waste it on a day when I'm not full energy. So yeah, you can, but it's a promise. You can look forward to checking out that one with me sooner or later. As well as similarly aged German ration. I think the German one is from 92 actually, and it's in the tin foil cans. So obviously that one will be in worse shape, probably not edible at all. This I get the high hopes for. But again, that I was getting at. MRE started as dehydrated mains. Then probably because in some situations water is hard to come by, especially potable water. They invented the way to put it in a pouch, keep it stable and safe in there. Then came up with the them heaters, and moved the dehydrated stuff to rations that require this sort of preparation. And 87, 21, over 30 year difference. It's always exciting to have a bit of history in your hands, isn't it? So yeah, we'll probably get to this before this year ends. That much I can promise you, because I don't want it to get any older than that. If it's 87, it will be 35 this year. So that's a good age for the ration, I think. Yeah, those are two oldest ones in my chest. This and the German, which I can't dig out right now. Okay, anyway, this goes as a promise for later. I'll be wrapping this up. I want to finish my cracker and clean this up. This was a look into a very fresh 2021 meal cold weather chili macaroni with beef. And I must say I very much enjoyed it as a main, and then the whole ration as a meal. I find it very nicely, even if these snacks are, just simple off-the-shelf civilian snacks like M&Ms and corn kernels. They all work nicely together. It's a very happy making food, which is, again, is very important if you need to get that food in you. There are days when it won't matter, when you just want to, eat it and pass out. But some days having a familiar, comforting meal does wonders for your morale. So, how many happy Adi tummies out of 10? 9. 9 happy tummies. Very, very, very 9 happy tummies. Not 10, because again, as I said, it's not. Yeah, I couldn't be able to tell you why, but it's not perfect, but it's very, very, very high up there. Very happy tummy, very dancey happy tummy. I just wish it was easier to get those and for cheaper. I know I can get just the house mounted meals, but just the composition of the whole thing. Given the amount of food I ate, put that in my backpack, a bottle of water, I'm set for the day. I'm set for the day in summer, whole day of, going through wherever. Yeah. Okay, wrapping this up. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this, hope you learned something. If you want to try one of these, there's eBay, there's all sorts of websites where they say the commissioned ones. You can also, try to find a friend who serves in the army. They'll probably be able to hook you up with something fresher than what's in commissaries. I know, resale is unlawful, but, second hand, what's not used by the people it was issued to is a bit of a grey zone. Okay, that's enough for today. I see you next week. Yes, I will be back home, so I will see you next week. There probably will be a Twitter poll at some point when I figure out what I feel like. And if you want to give me ideas before that, there's a link to Google poll underneath the video. Just a map with countries I got on hand. You can choose one, pop a name. If you want, you can explain why you want to see that country, okay? I'm kinda getting more and more curious about the Japanese stuff I still got on hand. But we'll see about that. Maybe not just yet. Because it's again one of those special treats, and they deserve a special occasion. Okay, that's it for me. Just one more drink. Awesome. And I'll see you next time. Adi out. Bye bye.